As philosopher Curtis Blow once said, basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Well, good news for Mr. Blow. His favorite sport is back. I'm Jish Sokolsky. Let's start this right with the Knicks. So what about Diaz and Brown's relationship is different? For that, let's take you back to 2018. Fran Brown had just finished his lone season as Baylor's defensive back coach under his former boss at Temple, Matt Rule. You're absolutely right. Not to spoil anything, though, Drew. It's time for our Orange Press Pass player of the game. There are plenty of deserving figures for today's honor, but it has to go to the true freshman running back, Nathan Shepard. Came into the day with only 188 rushing yards on the season. How about 15 carries, 168 yards today? That's 11 yards a pop with 2 scores as well. You close your eyes and think, maybe one day I can play for the team. Then you open your eyes and you realize maybe you're not good enough at baseball to play for your hometown team. For many, this is where the dream ends, but not unless you drop the gloves and pick up the mic, like new Syracuse Mets commentator Jack Gordon did. We start with the Christmas of football. Super Bowl 59 just wrapped up earlier this evening between the Eagles and Chiefs with a line of 1.5 points. Many thought this would be a close one, but as you'll find out, that wasn't the case at all. Let's start with the Chiefs and the Eagles running out of the tunnels, and right away it was the Eagles who would strike first. Jalen Hurts finds Jahan Dotson, another offseason acquisition for the Eagles, called a touchdown on the field, but after review he was down to the 1, which means it's tush-push time. Jalen Hurts plunges in his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. That led all quarterbacks. Then Patrick Mahomes down 10. That's where he likes to be, but he gets picked off by the birthday boy. Cooper DeJean, the rookie, just turned 22, gets his first career pick and finds the end zone. 17-0 Eagles would be 24-0 at halftime, and right out of the gate after Kendrick Lamar, Jalen Hurts delivers the kill shot. Devontae Smith grabs it, and because it's such a blowout, Kenny Pickett gets to take the final kneel down, and the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, the Super Bowl MVP. The Eagles exact revenge on the Chiefs, who beat them 2 years ago in Super Bowl 57. Well, I'll tell you, Nick, at about that 1-minute point in the second half, fans were basically already gone. Carmelo Anthony was already out of the building. That should tell you all you need to know. There was plenty of boos for Coach Adrian Autry, fire Autry chants from the student section. It was still 18,000 strong, despite it being so cold outside, and despite Syracuse losing a real heartbreaker in the game before, the fans still showed out, and they made their voice heard for a long time. They were frustrated, and after the game, Coach Adrian Autry said, yeah, I'm frustrated too. We're all frustrated, to the point where he might have dropped an expletive in that post-game press conference. You'll have to watch the full thing on YouTube. But yes, this was just a very frustrated and deflated Dome by the time it all was said and done. And yeah, Syracuse, by the time the clock hit 000, had more blue seats than butts in seats at the end. Picture this. It's a cold January night at 9 o'clock. Temperatures below 0 with wind chill. Syracuse men's basketball had just lost its worst game of the season to Boston College on Saturday. But why did 18,000 fans decide to pack the Dome to watch Syracuse lose yet again to Virginia Tech 76-74? Let's ask them.
I hate Virginia Tech. The Dome was warmer than the ice rink that I was at.
We just love Q's and we'll support them through wins and losses, and that's just what builds the community.
So clearly fans came for a multitude of reasons. And by the time they sat down in their seats, well, they were treated to some pretty good Syracuse basketball. The Orange drained 7 first-half three-pointers en route to a 37-30 lead. But as Syracuse fans have seen time and time again this season, SU was outscored 46-37 en route to the loss. It's the 9th time this year that Syracuse has lost the second half, and because of that, by the time the clock hit 000, this was a good representation about how full the Dome was. The frustration isn't just here in the fan sections, but it boils all the way to the top of the ladder.
Yeah. I understand that frustration, and everyone is frustrated. I understand that frustration. Again, we'll get refocused and we'll go out there and, we'll fight. That's the one thing, these guys are going to fight, all right? And I'll find other guys to fight, but they will fight. They have fought. Again, Virginia Tech is not a bad team. Again, we had our chances, and we just, we got to do the little things better. We have to do the little things better.
As frustrating as it's been for Syracuse fans, coaches, and players alike, there's still reason for hope with a lot of season left to play. Syracuse hosts 15-4 Miami to the Dome Saturday at 2 with a chance at redemption. Both the Hurricanes and Orange have lost their last 2 games, so it's really anyone's contest this weekend. From inside the JMA Wireless Dome, for Citrus TV, I'm Jish Sokolsky.